Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to solve our last question of June 2023, paper 42. So see, here is your paper. This paper was first time introduced in CIE. Okay. Now, if we see the insert, we have one question we have solved in our last video, and today we are going to solve the second question, uh, which is about flexible budget, standard costing as expected. This was my daughter's paper actually. My daughter gave this paper and she got A, mashallah. C. QWPLC operates a system of standard costing data for 1 month in the fixed budget was as follows. Units produced 1000 with a selling price of $190. This is a fixed budget, okay. And sold. Direct materials $70,000 for material costing $18 per kilogram. Direct labor $36,000 for 3000 hours and fixed overhead charge at 46,000 for $16 at per direct labor hour. So it means here the direct labor fixed overhead would be for uh, you know $16 multiplied by 3000 hours, that would be 48,000. Okay. Now, as the time went by, the company found it increasingly difficult to sell its product as customers were switching to a competitor's product. Trying to maintain demand, the company reduced the selling price. It kept the existing workforce but reduced the hourly rate it paid. Okay. Its actual result for April 2023 was as follows: sales revenue with the reduced selling price and reduced direct labor payments. Sales revenue, direct material, direct labor, and fixed overhead 46,200. In April 2023, the company had sold only 750 units. It prepared a flexible budget statement which showed a budgeted profit of 25,500. Hopefully, you all know what is a flexible budget. Okay. Hopefully, you all know that. Okay, what is a flexible budget? Okay. You all know that what is a flexible budget. Flexible budget means when a flexible budget means when you adjust your budget according to the circumstances. Okay, according to the actual results. Fixed budget remains fixed. Flexible budget move with the changes in the production situation. Okay, this is the insert. Okay, let's see what is in the question paper. Okay, we have done one question number one last time. Okay, what's wrong with that? Okay. Oh, here it is. Complete the following statement to reconcile the flexible budget profit with the actual profit for April 2023. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to calculate variances using this table. Flexible budgeted profit, they have calculated $25,500. And we have to we have to work it with the actual. And we have to calculate the actual profit. Now, how to calculate sales price variance? If we go to the question, we will find 1000, the selling price was $190. Okay, make it a smaller one, it has become so big. $90. That's okay. $90. So sales revenue we have earned here is 123,750, the actual sales. But if we take the flexible budget, okay, because we have reduced selling price, let's see, and we have sold only 750 units. So according to our budget, if we were supposed to sell it at $190, 750 units multiplied by 190, that would cost 142,500. according to our standards. According to our standards, sell, if we sell uh, 750 units multiply by 190, that would cost how much? $142,500. Okay. But actually what we get is 100 and, yeah, 123,750. $123,750. It means there is an adverse effect of $18,750. Okay. You don't need to remember so many formulas while doing this. It's very simple. You can calculate without even remembering the formulas. Okay. Come to direct material. Okay. Now, material price variance. Material was made for $18 in fixed budget. $72,000 divided by $18 means 4,000 kilograms. Okay. But here we have used, okay. Suppose for 3150 multiply by 18. So we were supposed to spend $56,700 for the material. If we are producing 750 units, we were supposed to produce how much? 3150 multiply by 18 is equal to 56,700 minus what we actually spent is 47,250. 47,250. It means this time the material variance is favorable by 56,700, 56,700 minus 47,250. That means 9,450 favorable. Okay. Now, if we come to material usage variance, uh, if we come to material usage variance, see, okay, okay. Uh, for here, here we know that 72,000 divided by 18 means we have used 4,000 kilos. Means if we use 4,000 kilos for 1,000, it means 4 kilo per unit. Okay. So 750 multiplied by 4. So we were supposed to spend 3,000 kilos, but we have spent 3,150 kilos this time. Okay. So, okay. So, we were supposed to use 3,000 hours, but but we have used 3,150. It means 150 extra multiply by multiply by 18. So we can calculate it. That would be 3,000 minus 3,150, 3,150 minus 3,150 multiply by 18. It means 2,700, but in negative means it is an adverse figure. Okay. Now come to labor rate variance. Okay. Now labor rate variance is, see, Uh, we have paid $36,000. It means $12. Labor rate is very fixed budget. Our rate is $12. $12 per labor hour. Okay. See, so if when we are paying direct labor for now, if we are paying 26775 divided by 10.5, it means they have spent 2,550 hours. Okay. So 2,550 multiplied by 12, the answer should be 30,600. But actually, we have spent 26,000. Okay. So if we are uh, going to, okay, 2,550 labor hours we have used. Actually, 2,550 multiplied by standard rate was 12. That would give us 30,600 flexible budget, but actual result is 26,775. It means this is again favorable by how much? 3,825. Okay. Now come to labor efficiency variance. Labor efficiency variance. How to calculate labor efficiency variance? Labor is efficient or not? See, uh, for 750 units, labor was supposed to spend 22,250 hours. Okay. And but they've actually spent 2,550 hours. 2,550, but 2250 multiply by 12. 300 multiplied by 12, it means 3,600 unfavorable. Okay. See, actual hours, according to flexible budget, 2 to 5 hours should be used. 2250 multiplied by 12. 27,000 should be the should be spent. But we have spent how much on labor? We have spent we were 30,250 minus 2250 multiply by 12. 3,600. Oh, sorry. 2550 we have spent, but we were supposed to spend 2250. So that means 300 extra multiply by $12. So that means 3,600 unfavorable we have. Okay. Now, what about fixed overhead expenditure? Fixed overhead expenditure, we have fixed overhead expenditure is $48,000. We have earlier calculated. Yes, 48. $48,000. Okay. Minus what we have spent? 46,200. The actual result. Here it is, actual result. Here is the actual result. So we have 1,800 favorable budget. 1,800. Okay. Now fixed volume overhead. Fixed overhead volume rate. What is 48,000 is our standard, but for 2250 multiplied by 16, we have spent 2250. 2250 hours. We were supposed to spend by $16. That would cost 36,000 minus 48,000 budgeted. That means it goes to 12,000 unfavorable. Okay. Now if we get the total of favorable, how much is the total of favorable? 9450. Okay. 9450 plus 3825 plus 1800 is equal to 15,075. Okay. 15,075. Okay. Unfavorable or adverse? 18,750. 18,750 plus 2,700 plus 3,600 plus 12,000, 37,050. Okay. And what we get here is profit. How the difference between adverse and favorable is unfavorable. Favorable and adverse is 37,050 minus 15,075. 37,050 minus 15,075. 21,975 adverse. 21,975. It means our actual profit has decreased to 25,000 minus 25. 3,525. 525. Okay, this is all. You can show working here, no problem. They are given the space. Okay. Now come to why it is blank page. Huh. Material price variance was favorable just because of the material is not in demand. One possible reason for labor efficiency variance was adverse because the labor might be taking more time to produce the goods or taking due to machine rundown time. Might be possible machine rundown time. Okay. Acha. Advise the director they or whether they should not replace the existing material used in the production with the recyclable material. The recyclable material would cost $24 per kilogram. Justify also supported by relevant calculation. Okay, in the beginning, when we are getting material, see the standard 18 per kilo. And here we are getting 47 to 50 divided by 3150 $15. We are getting at the rate of $15. So when we are getting at the rate of $15 instead of 18, why need we need to use this expensive 24 kilogram per unit? And of course, this is going to reduce our profit. How? If we spend more, uh, see, okay, if we are producing 750 units, 750 units, each unit gets 4 kilo materials, multiply by $6. So it means 750 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 6, 18,000. Our flexible profit is going to decline by 18,000, $18,000. And our flexible profit, our actual profit, okay. And actually we were using 750 units, but 4.2 kilograms multiplied by $6. That would cost us how much? 750 multiplied by 4.2 multiplied by $6 excess, 18,000. 900. Sorry. Oh, here we have to write $9. Nine. We'll get how much? 24,825. 28 equally. 750 multiplied by 4.2 multiplied by 9. 28,350. 28,350 cost more for material from actual results. It means our flexible profit will also decrease by $18. Flexible profit is 25,500 minus 18,000. So our flexible profit will come 7,500. Now see, our profit was 3,525 actual minus 28,350. We'll suffer 24,825 for dollars for actual results. So who's going to ask you to use recyclable material? But there are certain factors which should be considered. There are people. Acha, in that case, if we increase the selling price, still the company is not in a position to increase the selling price. Selling the product in existing state is very difficult. Selling 1,000 units is very difficult. So how can we use this idea of using recyclable material? Recyclable material is using very good. It's good for the goodwill of the company. Even then, we are not in a position for that. I think we should adopt some other strategies or uh, to get to increase the same. Actually, getting my point clear. So that's all for today. Sorry, that's all for today. Inshallah, we'll from next in the next video, inshallah, I will come up with the November 2023 papers. If you have any queries, anything you want to ask me, just leave a comment. Inshallah, I'll reply. So for today, take care. Allah Hafiz.